Hello everyone, I'm Marques. First of all, the topic of the video is that new technology have changed the traditional understanding of reality and immersion. At the beginning of this video, there's a question that I want to draw your attention. So, what is reality? It's a building? Or a landscape? Or your friend that you see with your eyes? In my opinion, people can experience a sense of reality not just impact a virtual effect. There must be a sense of touch, smell, listening together to have a sense of reality. So the principle of VR and AR is to put the similar real scenery, people and building in the virtual world, and let you experience and immerse yourself in it through different senses. Okay, let's take a look at a little bit of video to get a sense of immersive experience that we are always understand.
If we go back to the origins of mediums, by all best guesses, it starts around a fire with a good story. Our clan leader is telling us about how he hunted the woolly mammoth on the tundra that day. We hear his words and translate them into our own internal truth. Same thing happens when we look at the cave paintings version of the story, the book about the mammoth hunt, the play, the radio broadcast, the television show, or the movie. All of these mediums require what we call suspension of disbelief because there's a translation gap between the reality of the story and our consciousness interpreting the story into our reality. I'm using the word consciousness as a feeling of reality that we get from our senses experiencing the world around us. Virtual reality bridges that gap. Now you are on the tundra hunting with the clan leader, or you are the clan leader, or maybe you're even the woolly mammoth. So here's what's special about VR. In all other mediums, your consciousness interprets the medium. In VR, your consciousness is the medium.
As mentioned in the video, AR and VR are a medium link our consciousness and reality today. But what exactly are their specific definitions? Basically, virtual reality is a three-dimensional space generated by computer. And the use of this virtual environment allows users to experience the vision, auditory, tactile, and other sensory virtual, so that the user can have an immersive feeling. On the other hand, augmented reality enhances the vision experience of the real world through device. Users are in the real world and what they observe is superimposed on the real world. So how have AR and VR changed our life? Since the early 1970s, video and games have been in our lives for over 30 years, but they have always been confined to the 2D world on the screen. However, with the emergence of AR and VR, will further blur the boundary between the real world and the computer-generated virtual world by enhancing our sight, sounds, hearing, touch. It turns out that we can only feel the pleasure of game by listening to sound effects with the headphones. But the immersive experience of VR makes a large number of people who love games unable to extricate themselves. The player is no longer a game character outside the screen, but a real protagonist in the game to experience it. The player can wear a VR device to experience the feeling in the virtual world. AR allows players to interact with in-game characters in the real world. This interactive experience is the biggest benefit that AR brings to us. This interactive experience is the biggest benefit that AR brings to us. The technology has a place not only in games but also in medicine field and education field. In terms of education, the use of AR technology can make it easier for children to learn the fun of knowledge. When children want to know what the Earth looks like, AR can tell them the shape of Earth and the distribution of ocean and lands in a 316-degree range, and even see the distribution of other planets. When learning biology, AR shows its benefit in this regard. Because AR can display every part of the human body in a three-dimensional manner and every organ is alive. This kind of immersive education experience allows learners to have a more specific understanding of what they have learned. Today, AR can replace the traditional book because it can make knowledge 3D and diversified, so that children can experience that knowledge is more reality. Besides, between AR and VR can bring to people, are there any disadvantage? In my opinion, although we all think AR and VR are a promising new technology, but whether it is AR or VR, if overused, it is not good for people. Although VR will bring people a different immersive gaming experience, it is precisely because of this that many people become addicted to it. It will make users confused between the real world and the virtual world. Similarly, over-reliance on AR will make people ignore their real lives and friends, which is a kind of harm to them, as well as to their own bodies. So, when we are enjoying the benefit of new technology, don't forget the people around you who love you. They are the most reality. Thanks. Bye.